Dude, aku dah tak ingin tudung. Kedut sial. Okay, just ignore that, okay? Motor bising. Is everything good? I hope it's good, but yeah. Hi everybody, assalamualaikum, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you guys are new here, I basically post whatever I wanted on this channel, but mainly I posted like vlogs, lifestyles, and right now I'm in love with books, so probably gonna post a lot of like books related video, and if you guys are interested, care to subscribe. But anyway, today as you can see by title, if you guys are from my bookstagram friends, hi, assalamualaikum, I mean welcome to my YouTube channel. But basically in this video, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna be doing a book haul, and it's gonna be my September book haul. Let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, for this month I actually received a lot of books from my bookstagram and also my best friends and also my uni friends. I'm forever grateful and blessed and thankful for things that I got, but I'm just gonna show you guys book that I purchased with my own money. First of all, it's going to be from Book a Depository. It was Tokyo Ever After by Amiko Jean, and this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I was very anticipated to read this book, and I'm pretty happy that I got it because I really love What a Girls Want movie. But basically this follows Izumi Tanaka, who all her life, like, she never knew her dad until one day she discovered that her dad was actually a crown prince of Japan. So she started, I think she flew to Japan, and then she started to like, oh hi dad, I'm your daughter, like your unknown daughter. And then like I guess that she learned about the cultures and how to be like royalties and stuff, so it sounded really fun. I love anything that has to do with like Princess Diaries vibe. 300 pages, so it's probably gonna be like very quick and easy read for me. Okay, the next book that I got is an adult romance, and it is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I actually had to pre-order this because they ran out of stock, and they are in stock back, and I got it. I'm pretty happy, and look how floppy this is. Appreciate it. But anyway, this book follows Piper, who is an influencer. I guess one day she make a big mistake, and her stepfather decided to like, hey, enough is enough, I'm gonna send you to your late father's dive bar in Westport, Washington, so that you can learn to be responsible. And there she met the sea captain named Brendan Taggart. And then I guess there's some sparks going on. At first, like, they hated each other, you know, and then I guess they ended up falling for each other. My favorite YouTuber kind of like don't like this book, but most of my bookstagram friends say that this book was really good, gave it like 4 stars. So I want to see for myself if it's actually really good or not. And I heard that it's kind of like a spicy romance. So The Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. This is my first ever book from Stacey Lee. I think I saw one of my bookstagram friends talk about this book, and I heard this is inspired by Titanic, or a retelling of Titanic. And damn, I love that movie. Like, I could watch that movie like all year round and cry every single time I watch that. But basically this follows Valora. She got like this luxurious ticket of an ocean liner, which is I guess the Titanic, and then she wanted to move from England to New York City, but little does she know that apparently Chinese people aren't allowed into America. So what she did is that like bring her twin brother along with her, and then apparently her twin brother is an influential circus owner, so she's trying to audition for that circus, and she's trying to like get into the Titanic with her brother's circus crew, if that makes sense. And along the way, I guess there's gonna be like shipwreck, and it is a matter of survival. Dude, my neighbors grandchildren are playing outside, so sorry about like the kids noises. The sequel, or the finale of Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, and this is Unravel the Dust, which is the second book from the Spin the Dawn. And I haven't read that book. I purchased that book last month, but I thought I'll just wait for the second book to come so that I can binge read it. And yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is kind of like a retelling of Mulan meets Fash Project Runaway, so that's not really fun. Like, I'm very excited about, and it's called The 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. And the only book that I've read from this author is actually The Hating Game, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm very excited to get this book, and it was on sale. It was like 35, pretty sure it's around 35 to 38 ringgit, so cannot pass on that price. Basically follows Darcy. So Darcy had a twin brother named Jamie, and Jamie have like this best friend that they have known each other like all her entire life, named Tom. And then one day the twins inherit their grandmother's cottage, and then they decided to like, oh, we're gonna revamp this, we're gonna renovate this. So obviously Tom ended up helping them, and then I guess Tom and Darcy start to like have a thing. So that's what this book is about. And then the next book were given to me. Okay, first of all, I got this from Page, and this is Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iamede. I hope I'm pronouncing. I pretty butcher her name, but I'm sorry. But yeah, from Farida, and I heard that this book is like really good. It's like a dark academia vibe, and this follows our two main character, which is the only person with color in this elite private school named Nevius Private Academy. And then basically one day their secrets were leaked by this person or anonymous texter named Aces. That sounded fun, and I thought I'll give it a try. You know, it's kind of giving me those dark academia, but like it sounded really fun. So next book that I got were from my uni friend. Her name is Jade, and she got me The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, and I've read it, I've tapped it, and I've already put the review on my bookstagram if you are interested. But basically this follows this group of psychotherapists named Mariana. She's a Greek, but she lives in the UK. She studied in Cambridge University, and one day she got a call from her niece telling her that, oh my gosh, there's this like terrible, like really bad murderer going on in my campus, and I think I know the victim. She's like my best friend. And Marna was like, she's freaking out, and she went back to Cambridge University. She kinda went and find out like who's the actual killer. She knows who did it, but she had to kind of find the proof. But towards the end there's a plot twist, and I absolutely love the plot twist. I didn't see that coming at all, and it was so like mind-blowing. So yeah, is The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. This follows like I believe like this two couples, but one of the couples is actually a writer, and they are writing a book about like a relationship, like how to get into like a healthy relationship. Meanwhile, they actually don't have a healthy relationship. They kind of hated each other, but they ended up marrying each other. Maybe before this they actually loved each other, but then they ended up hating each other. But anyway, they are supposed to have this book launch. Obviously they're gonna go for a tour, and then they have two of their managers. They have separate managers. So basically the couple hated each other, and the managers also hated each manager, like, you know, they hated each other as well. So I believe there's like enemies to lovers about the managers, I think. Sounded fun. I love Christina Lauren books, so yeah. Okay, the next book that I got were gifted to me by my friend. She's a Singaporean, she's a bookstagram, and her name is Karam. Thank you so much, girl. So she got me two books. First is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. So I actually read this book this month, which is September, and the hype were so like, this book were super hyped up. So I want to see it for myself, and I actually read it, but I guess like this book is just not for me, or maybe because it's the first book. Usually the first book's either it could be like a really good, or it could just like be like okay, and this is just like an okay read for me. But basically this follows Shiori Anma, yeah, the youngest siblings, like the only princess in this kingdom, and basically this kingdom they kind of forbid magic, but Shiori actually have magic, but she just never practiced it, but the whole family knows it. And then one day she discovered that her stepmother actually did something terrible, and the stepmother actually have magic, and the stepmother basically cursed her and also her 6 older brothers. Yeah, she have bloody 6 older brothers. How fantastic was that? Yeah, like, and the brothers turned into cranes, and she became voiceless. It's basically about her journey on break the curse and kind of save her brothers. And I like the sibling dynamic or representation in this book. It was well executed. I love how all the brothers are taken care, like the younger one, the siblings, and the kingdom. I just like it. And there's also a dragon in this book, if you were ever you know, in love with dragons. Okay, the next book she got me was Black Water Sister by Zen Cho, and the writer is actually Malaysian, so I'm really excited to read this book. And this basically follows this girl who one day she became broke and jobless, so she's moving back to Malaysia, and she heard these new voices, and apparently it was her late grandmother. So basically her grandmother Amma is a spirit medium of the mysterious deity called the Black Water Sister. I don't know what this book's about, but it sounded really fun and it's very intriguing, so I'm gonna read it soon. And yeah. Okay, the last book that I received were actually from Zara, from Zara Reads Here on Bookstagram, and it is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. So because I know This is a, I don't know if it's an adult or YA fantasy, but it's a fantasy book, and I believe the writer is also Malaysian. I'm not sure, but she said the writer here is an Australian by way of Malaysia and New Zealand. She works in a diplomat international development advisor in Southeast Asia, and then she's addicted to the epic East Asian historical TV dramas, so she decided to write a book. And this book sounded really fun, and it sets in 1345 where China lies under harsh Mongol rule. This time, or at this setting, is like girls or daughter are only, you know, they are not a ruler, they are basically a followers. So one day this girl, like all her life, her brother are known to for like a great destiny, and then one day her brother got injured or maybe killed, and then she steals her brother's identity to get into this monastery, and then like they train you to become like a warrior of some sort. I have no idea. I'm just gonna get into this book like blind, and hopefully I like it. A lot of people read this book last month as well, so I'm gonna see it for myself. There's one book that I've thrifted, and it is the Six of Crows by Leah Bardugo, and I only read the Shadow and Bone trilogy from the Grishaverse series, so I wanted to read King of Scars, and in order to read King of Scars I needed to read Six of Crows, because I guess that's just easier, because the King of Scars kind of like follows Nikolai, Zoya, and Nina Zenik, and I don't know much about Nina Zenik. So yeah, by the way, I got this from Book Access for $17.90. Such a huge book, pretty great deal, pretty good condition, except for like the corner of the books, but like I don't mind that. But basically I thrifted this for 20 something. Loved it, and the reason I thrifted it is because, you know, the newest Six of Crows books, they all have the Netflix like printed on it, and I don't like that, you know, so that's why I thrifted it, and I'm really excited. It's pretty brand like new, like it's a very good condition, so I'm really happy about it. Okay, the last book that I got were actually from, if you guys follow my bookstagram, you guys know that I have a come shopping with me vlogs, and there I got two books. The first one is Love Your Life by Sophie Kinsella, and this is sounded really fun and very adventurous. And then I also got this one, which is Anne Frank. It's basically about her diary. I read this when I was younger, and I thought I might as well just read it again because I wanted to know the setting back then in 1940s. There. So sounded fun. So that is pretty much my book haul for the month of September. I am very blessed and thankful and grateful for everything that I received and that I managed to buy. Probably gonna go on book buying ban starting like November. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have ever read any of the books that I hauled, leave in the comment box below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and bye bye. Assalamualaikum. Alright, I'm gonna try to ambil gambar for freaking thumbnails. Okay, like this. Ah! Ya Allah, berat no. Everything's great. No, really. Dude, I termasukkan buku match too. Oh my god. But whatever lah. Oh, beratnya, subhanallah. I'm gonna die.